Hey everyone, I'm out here in historic Long Grove, Illinois, and just ran out at my lunch break, and I wanted to shoot some images with the speed graphic here. Uh, I'm gonna try to do something I've never done before, which is actually try to do some handheld shots. So what I have is Kodak T-Max 400 film that I've loaded in 6 film holders. And so in order to accomplish that, I can't actually look out the back. I'm going to have to be sliding the film and then adjusting the shutter speeds using the two adjustments. One is a letter adjustment, one is a number adjustment. Basically, numbers for tension, the letter is for the width of the opening of the focal plane shutter. And so what I think I'm going to have to set it to is about setting B5, which is about 1/125th of a second. That way I can kind of have, I think, F8, F11, something like that for the apertures. I'm not 100% sure yet. I haven't done any light metering, and it might, of course, depend on what I'm taking a picture of. But definitely can't go probably below 1/125th because this is 7-8 pounds heavy, so keeping it steady might be interesting. I also had to actually do a little bit of a focus adjustment because this particular 135mm lens I have on may not have been the original one on this camera, and so far I've been just using ground glass. I didn't care, but today I'm actually also going to be using this rangefinder here. So as far as that goes, you kind of have to set these infinity stops for where the lens stops before you start focusing correctly. Before then you can adjust the focus further for the distance of the shot you want to take. So of course this is not the review of this camera, but just kind of to go through the process of what it would take to take a picture with this. So you first have to press this button. Everybody always wondered about that. How do I open it up? Once you press that button, which is kind of hidden up here on top, it kind of pops the front head open. You pull the lens, you first unlock this, then you pull the lens out and you lock it. So that's what the position of it is right now. Make sure this front standard isn't up or down or left, right. Basically make sure it's in its neutral position, and then you're ready to take a shot. And well, ready to move on to the next step to be able to take a shot. So by adjusting this tension to B or the distance to B and the tension to 5, the shutter is going to be ready to fire when I pull the shutter button. Of course, I'm going to have to set the aperture after I take a meter reading. And the way you do it is you look through here, which is basically on this Kaltar rangefinder, the viewfinder that you look through to find the range for the focus, and then after that you can look through here to see what and how to frame the shot before you then press this button here, pull it toward you like this, which then takes the shot. And once you're done with that, you have to wind it like a clock. I can't do it with one hand very good, like this. There it goes. So it's ready for the next shot. Alright, this is going to be tons of fun. If it does work out for me, I'm going to show you the pictures. Alright, see you later. Okay, so I'm back at home in my dark room. And so basically what I'm going to do now is just show you a little bit of what the setup that I used to develop the film, and then we'll see what happens when we're done. Alright, so basically what you have here is 3 4x5 holders with film in them. This is a basically larger Patterson 1-liter tank. This is a so-called Mod 54 4x5 film developing aid that you can put inside the tank, and it holds up to 6 sheets of film. And I just put one in here so you can kind of get the idea of how these go in. So basically you can see there's these notches, and there's 2 sets of notches, and you set the first sheet into the deepest notch, then the second into the middle, and the third one on the outer one, and you repeat the same thing on the other side. Basically then you have 6. You can do 2 or really 1 through 6 if you want, but it's not really economical to do that. And when you're done, you put them through this middle post like that. You put all this into the Patterson tank. You follow that up with this, I don't know what you want to call it, inner lid with a hole through it, and then the outer lid that you use to keep the liquid out. And I'll be developing with DDX 1.9 formulation just because I don't want to spend so much DDX, and we'll see what comes up.